Hey guys, Ranjan Uber, yet another League of Legends Challenger tier commentator, this time on the European Western server. Chilling out. Some of you guys might be out there watching the MSI Invitational after the spring split of the LCS. Me, I'm here chilling, checking out the solo queue ladder stuff. So let's go over the teams. On the blue side, we have Kerp playing the Heimerdinger, have Dvajesha4, probably saying that wrong, playing the Corki, Gulabuli playing Nunu, pLine Tiger playing Vayne with a kick-ass Arclight Vayne skin, and SirNukesAlot playing Janna with a kick-ass victorious Janna skin. On the opposite side, we have Froggen playing the Kassadin, Godfrey REBORN playing Nautilus, xGilius playing the Rek'Sai. Seems like her and Nunu are just going to chill out here and just constantly taunt each other, because why not, right? OG Niels playing the Ezreal, and Giants Werlyb playing the Gnar. Have some pro players here chilling out, like, you know, guys like Froggen, Niels, Werlyb. Kerp is also a familiar name, so it's going to be interesting to see how this matchup is. We do have a Corki mid, which is right away kind of interesting. I find that to be an interesting thingamajiggy. He's going to be up against Kassadin. And on the opposite side, we have Ezreal, not always being played in his support role, as he's become quite popular as now. They're gonna seems like they're gonna try to grab the Gnar here. Have warded outside just in case Janna and the Vayne decide to try to disrupt it. They might go for the double golems instead. We'll see what they do. And we're also gonna have a Gnar up against a Heimerdinger, which is interesting. Heimerdinger top. He seems like he's actually has TP, so he's actually gonna use his turrets here to grab the wolf camp. Grab him himself at very early level 2 pretty fast. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, he's just going to blow these guys to pieces, kind of tank for the turrets. Hope they don't die. One of the wolves has gone down, so yeah, fine. On the bot lane, we see that Ezreal and Nautilus were actually disrupted. Didn't manage to grab that Gromp for an easy level 2, so such as that. Okay, seems like Heimer... Okay, he's just going to grab level 2 and just going to run top. Didn't take any damage whatsoever, doesn't have to waste his TP. Gonna lose a couple of minions, but barely lose any health and mana, so he's just gonna be perfectly fine. Bot lane, it's interesting to see how this all turns out. We have a guy that wants to, a team that wants to poke and go in, and a team on the opposite side that wants to kind of play defensively for a while. I think that Corki versus Kassadin is gonna be interesting, because you see, Kassadin can of course use his Null Sphere to harass the Corki and to kind of nullify the Phosphorus Bomb's damage, but Corki has the range on him, so he's gonna be able to harass from afar as well. Has taken a little bit of damage up to this point. But Kassadin definitely has a sustained game due to the fact that he has potions and a crystalline flask, being forced to pop a lot of that. So he's taking a lot of harass from Corki. Corki really needs to abuse his range, but has to be careful of getting ganked. So his Valkyrie is going to be a big help in that. It seems like Rex is already considering doing something, has a red buff. He's just going to go out there, get some vision for her team, killing that poor creature really fast. Top lane already sees some turrets being put down by Heimerdinger, so he's going to hold himself fairly safe. Gnar, see how well Gnar actually manages his rage. He's getting very close to transforming here. Seems like he is. Rek'Sai gonna go for the gank here. Top lane, see gonna happen. Stun right there, a bunch of damage. Rek'Sai already taking a lot, forcing the flash up, getting the knockup. Gnar's gonna ultimate flash out for the Heimerdinger, but first blood for Gnar nonetheless. Flashed way too late to really save himself. Nice play here by both. Ooh, Gnar getting himself very low, tanking a lot of stuff. A lot of minions. Has to be a little bit careful there not to die. Transforms back, and that's that. Mid lane, see here Froggen, 2 pots left. Corki has popped his own as well, but look at the damage. Oof. Forcing the flash out on the Froggen and forcing him to be away from his lane, so that's a pretty good start for him. On the opposite side, see Vayne and Ezreal even Steven in farm. Seems like everybody's playing fairly passive here. No real engagements. Oof. Nautilus tried to go in it for there. There seems like they continue. Helen Gale up. They're gonna get Ezreal gonna get himself out of that though. No problem. A little bit of damage shared, but definitely a great trade. Janna being allowed to get herself in a very good position for the Vayne and her to win that trade there. So that was a little bit too bad for them. See, Ezreal and her are still kind of farming. The thing is that Ezreal, he was sort of going to have his power spike when he has his Trinity Force, or, you know, he has that kiting potential. He never really gets, like, the super carry mode late game guy. But Vayne, she can hard carry real easily. She has a few weaknesses early, but you still want to be careful when you trade with her, because if she gets all of her stuff off, especially her silver bolts, you're going to be in trouble. Seems like mid lane, John is actually going to meet this. Rek'Sai going to slow him down, put a shield around himself just to be safe. Vayne coming in to help out. They're just going to try to deny The Rift's Cutler here. Rek'Sai. No, Rek'Sai is going to grab him. So never mind that. We're going to see where the ganks come in. Ezreal, meanwhile, just taking the time. Not really hitting Mystic shots too well at the moment. We're going to see whether that changes at all. Top lane farm. Yeah, Heimerdinger, despite the death, has a huge last hit advantage on Gnar. This isn't really a huge surprise because he can farm at range. He can farm very safely. And don't expect him to be pushed into tower too often. He should be starting to put down his turrets again very soon. Mid lane. See that the Corki and Kassadin actually fairly even, despite the fact that Kassadin had to go home. Corki has gone home as well, gotten himself his own flask and a longsword. That is an interesting choice. No, realizing that, hey, the big problem for me now is the sustain game. Can't do much there. Rek'Sai and Nunu are going to meet each other here. Both getting himself fairly low. I think in a duel, Rek'Sai would win, but he knows that Heimerdinger is close. Going to go out, but turn around and go back in. Going to get slowed. Yet again, going to back off. Meet Gnar and say, you know what, nothing really I could have done there. Mid lane, see the Kassadin taking some damage. Corki should beat him to level, is going to beat him to level 6. We're going to see how much he harasses at that point. Seems like he's just going to try to keep himself safe. Bot lane, nothing doing too much. Just last thing from both sides. Ezreal with a bit of an advantage. Nice dredge line there. Going to get the Janna. She's going to shield herself. Going to slow the an auto attack in response. Ezreal, unfortunately, no position. Didn't really manage to do much there. Going to go in for the trade. Vayne's going to lose that one yet. She's going for it. Going to be forced to get a shield from Janna. Turning around a bit. Seems like it's trying to play real aggressively to bait out the engage here as Nunu's going to come in from behind. The slow on the Nautilus. He does have his shield up, so it doesn't take a lot of damage. Ezreal not in a very good position to punish this engage. He's going to heal up just to help out. It's going to start auto-attacking. And then Arcane Shift out. And nothing really happens. It's really hard to try to kill a Nautilus when he has a shield up top lane. Gnar gonna go jump on the thing. Gonna ult himself, get the stun off the Heimerdinger. Big ass turret, gonna do as much damage as possible. So Werlyb actually goes down. This time we're gonna get the Rek'Sai. He does die, but the Rek'Sai seems like she's actually gonna get away safely. Almost double kill for Heimerdinger. Bot lane, see some action there as well. Vayne taking a lot of damage. Ignite from the Nautilus on her. Are they gonna be able to get a nice bit of... nice knockback there from Vayne, getting the Ezreal out of her face, or else she might have just died. Condemn coming out at the on the right place at the right time. Mid lane Corki. Ooh, Corkster, my friend, you're very, very low. Whatever happened to you? He's actually going to be here. He can farm fairly safely. Seems like casting backing off as well. You have both players getting very low, but I think if Froggen plays it right, he would be able to kill Corki here. Just basically. Rift Walk over everything he has. Doesn't maybe not quite have the mana for it. It's going to be bees coming out. Bot lane, everybody being as well. Vayne coming back into lane with a few last hits, but does have her Bilgewater Cutlass as a start. She's going to go straight Bork this game, as is fairly standard. In this current meta of the game, Vayne is actually very strong, not just because she has her Silver Bolts, which does true damage, but also because you generally build Bork on her. It synergizes really well with everything he has, so basically she does true damage and shreds HP, which is really the meta right now. Basically high HP tanky dudes, which is, yeah, so the kind of build that she does is actually very strong against that, so probably going to be seeing more and more Vayne in the current meta out there in solo queue, as she has the potential to do a lot of damage to those kind of heroes. Mid lane, Corki's going to given the blue buff, no surprise there, and he's just going to be able to spam his bombs like a crazy person. It's going to be interesting to see where the ganks are going to come off here. The game has been fairly even so far. Gold differential very low, kills very even, farm. I mean, yeah, some differences, but fairly even across the board. Gnar is behind Corki. You know, Nunu's a little bit behind Rek'Sai. Bot lane is fairly even. Mid lane is fairly even, so can't really say much there. There's gonna go the ultimate off on the Vayne. Rek'Sai from behind. Nice ult from the... Oh, nice flash from the Vayne. Is it gonna be enough? The shield comes off. Vayne is gonna... Janna gonna ult to try to survive this. Rek'Sai, nice! No, there her ult pops off, trying to turn this around as Heimerdinger goes in for the teleport. The Howling Gale comes off, is gonna be enough. Ezreal gonna say, screw this, I'm just gonna turn around and start auto-attacking. Gotta be careful there, the stun comes off from the Heimer, bunch of damage. Nunu also comes in, gonna pop his own ultimate. Ezreal gonna arcane shift away, is it gonna be enough? Trying to put up as much damage as possible. Shield from the Janna on the Nunu. And now, unfortunately, Nautilus, he's just, yeah, I'm dead, never mind. Can't do much there. Thought Janna had ulted earlier, but apparently she had not. Vayne died there. Nice turnaround there by the blue team. They come out ahead despite the kill on Vayne. She's the only one that died, while the opposite side actually lost 3 people. Rek'Sai, Ezreal, and and Rek'Sai, Ezreal, and Nautilus. And of course, winning a bot lane team fight, what happens is you get a free dragon. That's just the way that is. Mid lane, more fighting coming out as Corki trying to force Kassadin off. Kassadin going for Catalyst the Protector. Oof. Going into harass, but taking so much damage just for that. Corki with a blue buff, you really don't want to be trying to go in like that. He actually went for a Vamp Sucker first, backing, just to kind of keep the sustain game going. That's interesting. With the flasks and all that. Alright, expecting this. Yeah, okay, Kassadin being donated a blue buff at this point. So that's exactly what he wants, but his tower really low and really nothing he can do protecting the blue team. Kind of taking control of this game. Corki just, yeah, one more auto attack and that's going to be it. Try to harass the Kassadin even more. Seems like there's going to be another gang coming in here top lane. Oh boy, buddy boy, Heimerdinger, you were in no position to do anything there. Yeah, upgraded your, put down your gigantic Turret of Doom, but unfortunately not even close to enough. So you're just going to force to die. Nunu going to come in here to try to save this tower. Just going to tank the minions so that the tower dies, but I'm not sure if there's much else he can do. Corki, meanwhile, he just continues pushing mid lane. Does as much damage as possible to the tower. Rek'Sai kind of come in from the side, see if he can do something to change that. So bot lane, let's see. Ezreal has gone for Tear of the Goddess and a Sheen. No surprise, pretty standard. Just going to go either for Trinity Force or a Gauntlet. Oh, Nautilus yet again. Going to ult. They're going to try to go for it here yet again. Nice Howling game from Janna. Ignite as well. Bunch of damage coming out for the Ezreal on the Vayne. She might be doomed here, trying to get as much damage as he can in response, but nice bit of engage there. Continued on. Janna did what she could, put the shield down, Howling Gale off, but then just backed off, realizing, hey, everything. The only thing that's going to happen here is that I might die. Seems like Gnar actually might have teleported. She's going to put her shield down on her tower. Make sure it doesn't take damage, because, you know, do what you can. Oof, ultimate coming down, hitting the Janna. Mostly there just for the auto attack buff on him, I think, more than anything else. Not trying to do too much damage, just trying to push harder and harder and harder. Red team getting themselves ready to check out the dragon, but they're going to find that it is actually no longer there. Looking at the stats so far, even Steven as far as kills go, tower advantage to blue team, dragon advantage to blue team. Seems like red team is going to go in, trying to catch the Janna. She's going to ult just to keep herself alive. Nice dodge there, both of the boomerang from the Gnar as well as the dredge line. So Vayne is coming here so that it can prevent the continued push on the dragon. Top lane, meanwhile, Heimerdinger just does his job. Knows that, hey, Gnar is nowhere around, so I'm just going to go in and do some kills. And meanwhile, we see that the Corki, he's just mid lane chilling by himself. He has himself a Sheen, and he's not too worried about the fact that he's 1 versus 2 people. Knows that he can disengage with Valkyrie if needed. Gotta be careful against Rek'Sai. She can really chase you down, though, if you're not careful. Speaking of Rek'Sai, seems like she's just going to go top lane and try to get this Heimerdinger to leave the tower. Stop the chase, if you will. Bot lane, Ezreal and Nautilus have disengaged. Ooh, top lane's getting some action. Oh, Nunu ult to get the slow phosphorus bomb. And just, you know, bomb. And that's going to be a death. Yet another dead Rek'Sai in this world. As they should be able to continue the push here for this top tower if they decide to do so. But they're going to start off by grabbing the red buff for Corki. Because, you know, who else do you want with a red buff but the Corkster? Top lane, Ezreal has his phage going, so he's just going to continue to try to farm, continue trying to get his Triforce going, and he definitely needs to. As he wants to be able to kite like a madman, and just his Mystic shots should hurt like crazy. Vayne in a position here to possibly be ganked. Janna is a little bit behind her, kind of staying out of sight, out of mind, if you will. Of course, running around super fast, just with her passive and boots of mobility, plus actually gone the captain route. Grants 10% movement speed to new by approaching ally champions. Actually pretty good. That's kind of very much Janna. Kind of stacks with her passive. Janna in a little bit of trouble. Rek'Sai ultimate coming down, hitting the Vayne, but not much else Ezreal can do there, unfortunately. Just mixing shots and stuff, and forced to kind of back off at this point. Not really much else. He's doing a great job of farming. Niels is like really has the most farm, well, second to Corki in the game, most farm on his team, but it's not enough. Nice bounce there from Heimer to get him out. Condemn, unfortunately, saving his life. Nice dredge line there. Is it going to be enough? Vayne flashing for it, chasing with her ultimate. Nice ultimate there from Nautilus to save her life. He actually flashes away, and oh my. Niels and Gottfried Reborn surviving there. That was amazing. Huge chase. Nautilus had to use everything to save his ally. Nice depth charge at the right time. Nice dredge line. Nice bit of everything. Vayne, meanwhile, just mid lane here with the Corki trying to grab a tower. Getting really low. Oof, Monobi. It's not even silver bolts anymore. Now it's gold bolts. Gold bolts. And she's just gonna do her little prayer stat. Okay. Alright, so she sprouts weird-ass wings. You know, I'm glad that everybody gets their own little animation these days. So looking at this game, I mean, on the blue side, you have Ezreal. He's gonna... the thing is, he doesn't have, like, huge carry potential like, say, Vayne. He does have his Triforce now, alongside his Tear of the Goddess. He's getting there to turn it into a Manamune. A Muramana, I'm sorry. And he's going to do a crap ton of damage. Once that happens, he's going to be able to do, you know, he's just going to be able to sit in the back, Mystic Shot, and then go in at the right moment. And people are, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Let's not joke around. But his team doesn't have the carry potential the opposite side has. Speaking of fighting and stuff and things going on in the game, Nunu's in a little bit of trouble. He's like chasing roses, chasing. Oh crap, Nautilus is here as well. Janna coming in, nice Howling Gale. Heimerdinger coming in as well. How big of a fight is this going to be? Have Corki in the back. Rek'Sai going to go in right into this fight. She's going to die really fast. Kassadin coming in as well. Getting dropped by Heimerdinger. Going to chase down Janna's shield. Nice bit of slow there from the Nautilus. He's going to dredge line away. He's going to be able to get it. Shield coming off from the tower. Yeah, he's going to survive. But overall, Rek'Sai dying. Froggen almost being taken down there as well. But Nunu, nice bit of baiting the enemy team into a fight. And then just going, nah, I'm going to just go nom on the dragon. Grab grab myself a second diamond. And somehow Ezreal around somewhere got caught. I'm not exactly sure what he was doing. But he got caught. Now he's dead. So you see the opposite team. You got the Vayne, who should have her Bork now. And she has carry potential. Like, with Bork, she starts doing it. She's already crazy. Give her a Bork and a Phantom Dancer, she's already even more crazy. Top lane, meanwhile, stuff is happening. Blue Tower actually gets taken down by Gnar, but he dies in response to that. Speaking of carry potential, you have Corki, who right now with his Triforce has his power spike. Like, for the next 5 to 10 minutes... team fights are going to be like Corki favored. Basically, Corki's just going to do a crap ton of damage. She's going to meet this Rek'Sai. Yes, she's going to have the burst on him and just going to try to lifesteal and rage up. And she's just going to take so much damage. Corki being baited a little bit into the fight here as Froggen goes in on him, gets the slow, turns around. But still, Heimerdinger, he's still Valkyrie's in despite being so low. Knows that his ally comes in for help. But Heimerdinger barely misses in order to get the kill. This is going to sound really weird, but for some reason it smells like cabbage in here. I don't know why. Anyway, Rek'Sai going in yet again, and kills happening all over the place as Heimerdinger, as Corki actually gets taken down. He was really low. Nunu going to go in here. He's going to ult to get the damage off, but still die as the double kill goes for Gnar. Finally get some kills on the board. Now, this question is, can they get any objectives going? Whoop, sorry about that. Janna goes in the middle with Vayne here to try to accomplish something. Ezreal, Tear of the Goddess fairly soon, so he should be building his Manamune soon, which will upgrade to a Muramana. We're just going to see how it works, how fast it's going to be. I'm just going to get caught off. The thing is that I think Red Team actually has a pretty good engage. They have Gnar. They have Nautilus for the pure, Nautilus and Rek'Sai for the fast engage. Gnar for the follow-up. Ezreal to just basically constantly throw out Mystic Shots, his ultimate, and just auto attack, and Froggen, Kassadin to clear, to basically go in there and just clean up stuff. He does have his ROA, and he has to just start stacking it more, but he's gonna get there as well. On the opposite side, of course, Nunu is sort of the tanky guy, like, and blue team only has one tanking guy, and it's Nunu, right? Yeah, sure. He has his Cinder Hulk going. But, you know, he's not tanky. He's not the type of tank that a lot of other tanks are. Yeah, he can soak a crap ton of damage, but he's not the engage type. He's more of the, like, disengage. Oh, you engaged on me? Okay, I kill you. He's more of that kind of guy. But the thing is that if you engage on blue team, but you don't engage well enough, they just have a killer disengage. Janna, best disengagement in the game. Vayne, if she does her job, Vayne and Corki, they're just going to stand there and pop you. And Heimerdinger, he's just gonna stand in the back, plop down his giant turret, throw around his stuns and spells and stuff, and you're just gonna cry. Baron seems like he's coming home to his little pit. I'm like, hello, summoners, or something like that. Being his own little mean self, you know. Kind of like that dragon from that Hobbit movie. I am fire, I am death. Ooh, seems like there's going to be fighting going on. Everybody's sort of engaging, sort of disengaging. Nobody's fully committing as this is happening. Gnar goes bot lane, is like, oh, grab a tower. I mean, not really doing much. Might as well grab an objective. Ooh, nice condemn. They're actually getting the stun on Nautilus, but seems like there's not going to be much as all this is happening. Froggen's top lane. He's just also kind of doing a little bit of farming and a little bit of pushing and a little bit of everything. And then he meets Corki. Is going to get some damage off on him. Going to rift walk away. Missile gonna miss. It going to be enough. Nunu coming from the other side. They're going to continue this. There's going to be another rift walk. Stun from the Kassadin. Ulster as well. Not a lot of damage so far. Seeing if it's actually going to be a fight or not. Janna deciding not to commit with Howling Gale. Could have maybe done so. Meanwhile, you know, everybody's like, okay, let's just refocus. Let's think about this. Heimerdinger's going to go bot. He is going to push stuff out. And Ranshin is going to take a sip of water. Heavenly. So basically the way I look at this fight, I look at this game, is that red team has to set up a team fight. They have to set up a team fight. If they can't set up a team fight, they have to set up a team fight. They have to go in the fight and they have to make sure that Corki and Vayne die fast. Seems like they're gonna try even do that mid lane, but I'm not sure if they can do that here. Vayne, nice, but disengage. Yeah, just going back to the tower and not much else. Blue team has one huge thing going for them. Their mid tower is like absolutely healthy, doing a great job of keeping it that way. Vayne seems like she is gonna get caught a little bit out of position. Nice, put a turret there from Heimer, granting vision and a bullet of damage. She's gonna put his stuff out there. Almost the entire red team is here grouped up together, but you know, blue team is kind of spread out. Gonna see if they can take advantage of this. Corki really low. They really need to do something here. Ezreal has his Muramana. Kassadin gonna go in. Is it gonna be enough? They're gonna get it turned around on thing. Sorry, I misspoke, and it didn't sound quite the way I wanted it to sound, but everybody going really hard on Nunu. Not quite the target. Are they gonna be able to grab the tower here now that it kind of split up the blue team? Need to grab some objectives as all this is happening. Vayne and Janna are like, Vayne and Heimer are like, alright, we'll just grab a tower. I mean, we'll trade a mid for something else. Seems like red team decided, no, screw that. Let's go for Baron here. They can't do anything to contest this. Janna's like here. TP coming off from Heimerdinger. He wants something to say about this. TP coming up from Kassadin as well. And they're just going to be forced to get out of here. Not accomplish much of anything. Nautilus, I think I'm engaging there. But not a great idea. And right here, red team is just going to be forced to disengage and give up any sense of a plan. And right there, they accomplished absolutely nothing. Lost the tower, bot lane, didn't kill anybody as they were trying to, and didn't grab an objective. And now blue team is in a very good position to try to grab this Baron. Vayne going to get catch out the Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai's going to get taken down. Not enough time. Nautilus doesn't manage to engage on anybody. Got his depth charge off, but not enough. Corki taking some damage too. Now everybody's low. Ezreal not doing any damage. Vayne coming in here, going in on Ezreal. She's going to get split up by Gnar. He's going to try to get as much damage as he can. Vayne going to get taken down. Gnar going to try to jump away and survive, getting some slows off. Ezreal yet again going to be slowed down. Has no mana left. Has the blue buff, but it's going to be enough. Kassadin going to come in here, try to mop some of this up. Going to go in, rift walk in. Turret here from Heimerdinger, so he can't continue doing this. Niels still very low on mana, wants a little bit more of this. Are they going to be able to run? Are they going to be able to take an objective here is my question. Rek'Sai, Gnar, and Nautilus have all respawned. So they're going to want to do something here. Okay, seems like Niels at least has some idea. Let's kill this Rift Scuttler. That will at least make it so that, you know, we have vision of Baron in case the other team decides going for it, and red team finally decided, hey, you know, we really need to grab this dragon because this is going to load and say, Nunu's like, I'm going to ward this, I might flash for it, I'm not sure, okay, never mind. Not sure how much he would have wanted to flash and try to steal that dragon, but it would have been a bit of a crazy play. That's something you see in Silver, maybe, not in Challenger. Not unless you have your entire team to follow up. But so far, I gotta say, Corki and Vayne doing a good job. Vayne doing a decent job of kiting there in that last fight. Did get taken down, but, you know, she still did her stuff. It seems like she's going for Trinity Force next. Has a Sheen and a Zeal. Don't see a lot of Vayne's going for Triforce, gotta say. Gonna go in on the Gnar. Alt. Can't chase him forever, but damn that damage. Tumble, invisibility, dodge the boomerang toss. Is it gonna be fast enough? Saw her Janna coming to support Howling Gale and the slow. Yep, that's it. Death to everybody. Hexdrinker kept him alive, but, you know, not against Vayne. What's it gonna do against Vayne? But really interesting to see her build, see going for Triforce. She can, of course, pop it quite a bit with her Tumble. And Condemn as well. So, you know, Condemn is fairly short cooldown. 3-second cooldown to Tumble. So, it's not a bad idea. It's just something I don't see a lot. You see a lot more Phantom Dance. There's no pure attack speed. But, you know, why not take advantage of what you have? Blue team, Dragon advantage, Tower advantage, Teamfight and Gold advantage. And gotta say, they've just been playing it better so far. Like, red team in a fight, they seem a little bit more scattered. Not quite focused on a single specific thing. I'm zoomed in too much again, sorry. But it really feels it's backfiring on him. Like, Ezreal seems like he's working on additional items for Pyrrhic Scepter out here. But is it going to be enough? Seems like, okay, they're just going for Baron here. Every freaking Chara on the planet climbing on Baron. Nunu's getting ready for the double smite. Gets him. He's going to level up with that. They're going to have the Baron. Red team going to engage on him. Gnar a little bit late to the party. See if they're going to have enough. Going to turn it around on him. Gnar finally coming in. He doesn't have his rage up. Rek'Sai going to be forced to back away. Nautilus and Ezreal. Also, Vayne comes in from the other side. Going to continue on this Gnar. Getting him so freaking low. So freaking fast. Ult and tumble. That's a dead Gnar. She's going to continue fighting. Does she have her flash? I'm not sure. She does not. They're going to stop the chase and instead just going to focus on the tower. Everybody alive. Losing Gnar and very low everybody on red team. Not sure they can do much. There are going to be bees. Is actually just going to fully disengage here. But nice bit of play. Vayne going on there on the side there at a very good time to grab stragglers. Really good play by her. It's going to be interesting to see on the red side what they build. Let's see, Rek'Sai going in, has Cinderhulk as well, going for Warmogs and Merc Treads. So yeah, she's going the heavy tank damage, heavy tank route, not a lot of damage from her. Gnar going for Frozen Mallet alongside Hexdrinker, so he's going like sort of semi-tanky build that you see him going. Really interesting to see Frozen Heart. Don't see a lot of Frozen Heart these days, but it can be quite good because, you know, it's slowing everybody. Why not? Make sure they can't kite you back. Nautilus seems like he's going for standard support items. Almost has his Righteous Glory, but not quite yet. They really want that. It's getting delayed a lot, but they really want the Righteous Glory for the huge engage because it has to happen. Red team has a really good engage team, but oof, Nautilus, oofy doofy. That's a lot of damage. Gnar gonna get caught off. He's just gonna throw a big giant rock in response. Nautilus and him really low. Red team desperate trying to defend this tower. A lot of people be forced to back already, and with the Baron buff on the minions, that's just not gonna happen here. The push is so strong. Ezreal just gonna try to poke, but it's just not gonna happen. Take a lot of poke in response, and I think this towers and this inhibitor is gonna go down. So almost gets taken out by the rockets. Oh man, I think the Cinderhulk got him at range. Oh my. Not exactly sure how, but it did. Taking down the tower, gonna turn around and engage. Nunu gonna ult as Froggen actually didn't have his Riftwalk anymore. Almost gets stunned. That's gonna happen. They're just gonna continue disengage, grab this tower. Mid lane being taken as all this is happening. So it's gonna be a double inhibitor for blue team and red team at this point. Huge behind. Massive behind. Massively behind at this point. And still, just gotta say, they have to wait for that engage. They have to wait for that engage. And it's just been slowly kicking their asses for not getting that engage. Now they're just gonna get their bottom pushed in. As, let's see the item. Vayne, yeah, Triforce, Blade of the Ruin King, bunch of damage. Corki, Triforce, Bloodthirster, and some AP stuff. Bunch of damage. Heimerdinger has his Merlinomicon, Hat, and Void Staff. Bunch of damage. Nunu, yeah, okay, he has a Frozen Heart and also working on his Righteous Glory. Bot lane, 3-on-3. Is it going to be enough? How much damage is going to come out? Kassadin trying to get the assassination off, but blue team just kills everybody. Ezreal way late to the party. Double kill for Corki, not even sure if he's going to be able to get away. As Kassadin and Nautilus are already dead. Yeah, he's just going to get chased down, destroyed, assassinated, and I think at this point, we might be seeing a surrender from red team. Double flash onto Werlyb. Exhaust, he's going to jump out, try to get the boomerang out, but with Vayne chasing you, it's a little bit harder. Just a little bit harder. Okay, not quite dodging everything. Not quite sure what they're doing here at this point. The rest of their team, meanwhile, just going to go out there and grab the third inhibitor, and this is just either going to be a finish or a surrender at this point. Here, the victory is fleeting at best for red team. They've had some opportunities to turn it back. Just this one big team fight engage where they just catch the other team. Not, you know, they're not going to catch the entire freaking team, but they catch them well enough to turn it around and win a fight, and then maybe get an objective. But the one time they did win a fight, or sort of like force the enemy into a good position for them, they didn't really grab any proper objectives. They didn't grab mid tower. It's still there, by the way, standing. Hello, my name is Bob. And yeah, as we say now, red team does in fact surrender. 20 kills to 9 for blue team. Not a huge kill heavy game, but still quite a bit of action going on all places. A lot of disengages that often ended up in no kills for either side, but overall always ending in the advantage of blue team. They're just the one that pushed the objectives. They're the ones that always push the objectives. Took an opportunity to take towers. That's also at some point in the game. That's what Gnar was trying to do. That's what Giants' Werlyb was trying to do for red team. Trying to take down towers top. Trying to go bot. Take down towers. Push it in. He was the only one that seemed to be on the red team that was really truly objective focused. Ezreal was trying to farm so he could play a carry role. He was working on his Bork. So he can continue fighting in team fights, but unfortunately just didn't end up paying off. And the Corki Vayne combo, double Triforce, a bunch of damage. Corki seems like he was actually going third item, going for the new freaking AP item that everybody's building that builds out of Niels' large rod that I have now forgot, that replaced that Farther Grasp. You know what I'm talking about. Builds from Aether Wisp and big Niels' large rod. And yeah, just a lot of damage, not a lot of tankiness, and that's why I think they had Nunu to sort of soak, and Janna to disengage. So like that's the big thing that blue team had, but red team still should have been able to engage and still go in for a big fight. It just seems they were never coordinated enough. So blue team takes the victory in this solo queue game, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, like the video, check out some of my other commentary, some of my other videos. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, on Reddit. Please check me out on Reddit during the conversation. And also my stream on hitbox.tv/RanchinDA. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. GG, Ranchin out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.